Hello, good people. This is Sherry. Watch me turn this cotton fabric into something glamorous and beautiful. I'm using a stencil that I cut on my Glowforge. This one is not available. However, I do have a 3-pack of stencils that is available, and there'll be a link to my shop. When I'm applying my gel medium, in this case Mod Podge, I try to get enough on to fill in the stencil holes, but not too much so that it's on too thick. So you'll see me kind of scraping off any extra gel medium. Going to remove my stencil and let this dry. It's all dry now. Hopefully you can see it, but it's dried clear. So we're ready to go to the next step, which is to apply the foil. I'm going to reuse some of my foil, which is what you can do. You can use it until all the foil is gone and the piece of paper is clear. So I'm looking for some silver paper to use on this blue flowered fabric. Now that I have my fabric covered with the foil, I'm going to cut a piece of parchment paper to put on top of it, to put on top to help it go through the machine. I'm using a hot foil method, and I'm using a Heidi Swap Mink machine. You don't have to use that machine. You can use a hot iron or anything else that's hot. Some people use a laminator machine with good results. And you really don't have to use heat. I just prefer heat because I like the look that it gets. But you could use the Mod Podge and not put heat on it. Just let it dry. After it cools, just pull the foil off and you have magic. And in here, we have transformed this fabric into something just fabulous and glamorous. Now I'm going to make some beads that you normally would make with paper beads. I'm going to use this wood triangle to cut these shapes, and we're going to roll this fabric up just like we roll up paper beads. I'm using a bead roller that's usually used for paper. It has two metal ends, and you slide your material on through the two metal separators, and then you roll your beads. Now, because my bead is long, about 2.5 inches, my bead roller is a little bit short. So I'm going to make one that's a little bit longer, but I want you to see how you use the professional ones first. I'm holding the end to make sure that my material stays in, and then I'm going to start to roll it. And once I start to rolling it, I don't have to hold it anymore. I'm always careful to keep my fabric in the middle, because if you don't, it will venture to one end of your roll, and you want to end up in the very middle of your bead. And now I'm going to use some glue to secure the end of the bead. After you finish rolling and your end is secure, you very carefully slide your bead off of the roller. I'm going to use some stiff wire and a pin to make a longer bead roller. This is very, very homemade, but it's going to do the job. I learned, I saw the woman on Upcycle Lab make a bead roller similar to this. So I take my length of wire and fold it in half. I really need these two wires to stay together, but they're not going to stay together. So you'll see that I have another little method to help me do what I need to do with this. The creator that I saw do this suggested using an empty ink pen to hold your wires together. So that's what I have here. Now I'm going to use a bead at the top of my wire to keep my two pieces together. And that's my little added trick to this. And I still have to hold it at the top, but it's just easier for me to make this long bead with my wire being a little bit longer. The next step is to seal the beads. I'm using there are lots of different bead sealers that you could use when you're working with fabric, but in this case I'm using liquid polyacrylic. I'm using this foam to stand my beads up so that it could be easier for me to apply my sealer. Now I'll set my beads aside to dry. The beads are all dry now, so now it's time to make some earrings. I'm going to use this silver tone parawire. It is tarnish resistant. I'm going to cut about 5 inch pieces. And I'm just going to make a loop at the top and a loop at the bottom of the bead. I'm sliding my bead onto the wire, and I'm going to leave equal amounts of wire out on each side. I'm using my round nose pliers to make a loop. Then after I make my loop, I'm going to hold my loop and I'm going to wrap the wire around the top of the bead. After I wrap as much as I can, I bend my wire and I squeeze it in so that it doesn't scratch. I repeat the same thing on the other end. Then I apply my regular ear hooks. I twist the hook open and I slide the bead on and close it. I twist it back. Now for the next pair, I'm going to use some end caps that I have. And these are going to be quick and easy as well. Now, once I finish with these earrings are going to be available in my shop if you would like to purchase them. I'm using Loctite super glue to glue my bead into my end cap. If you like this video, please subscribe if you haven't. Share the video. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. I think these are just very, very elegant. Very elegant. And we started with some fabric, and now look what we have. This is Sherry, owner and designer for Sherika Originals Handcrafted Gifts, where we help you create jewelry for those who are deliberately different. Well, you know the drill. This is Sherry saying, as always, be blessed.